Hello, I'm Tom from Tom Williams and the Boat.
I'm Josh from Tom Williams. I play bass.
I'm David, I play drums.
I'm Chris, I play piano.
So the band kind of started in late 2007. I was playing solo, but didn't want to be the acoustic guy anymore. We were playing quiet clubs, so we largely met around an acoustic venue in Tunbridge Wells called the Grey Lady. Friends of friends and people who were in other bands. And Josh was a fan of mine. And
still am.
Thanks, man.
I got your back.
So there you go.
But then again, at which point we went off and recorded down at the Granary Studios near Tunbridge Wells, where we recorded the Penguin EP as a first offering, which to me is still one of my favourite recordings we've made. I still think it's kind of got that, it's still buzzing that kind of energy of a very young band getting together and enjoying their first recordings together. I don't know, it's just got that excitement.
We did 4 early EPs between about 2007 and early 2009, and then we had like a couple of little breaks. Like we got to play one big weekend for Radio 1. We did a Maid of Ale session and things, and then we started thinking about the album. And then we took about a year and a half to go back and save up and re-record all our favourite songs off the early EPs and put some new tracks on. So that's kind of where we are at the moment.
No, you go.
Probably Big Willie Star. I think this was the first album I bought. I wouldn't say I love it.
That's Will Smith.
Yeah.
It was the one before Millennium, wasn't it?
I had Millennium.
I had Millennium.
See, I'm a little bit older. So
Hands up if you had Millennium.
I missed out. I just missed out. My first album, and I still absolutely love it, was an album called Rum, Sodomy and the Latch by the Pogues, which my dad got for me as a Christmas present. And there's no way you can look controlled opening a Christmas present at that stage called Rum, Sodomy and the Latch in front of your nan. It looked cool. But as your nan's kind of splattering Baileys all over the Christmas tree, like saying, can we put this on, please? I still love that album.
My first cassette was What's the Story of Morning Glory, and my first CD was Millennium, which I got in Christmas 2000 with my first Discman.
Cool.
Yeah, my first cassette was Unashamedly Shania Twain. And yeah, it might have been Lightning Seeds, but I'm fairly certain I bought Shania Twain. My first CD was Craig David, I think. So I started off well, you know, and started off strong. Just buying classic albums now.
I think someone at the door.
Probably something by Slayer when I think about it. What was it? I have no recollection.
Mine was a Bright Eyes track.
Eh?
Mine was a Bright Eyes track, but I can't remember the title. And Betty Severett did a really good cover of it. And then I just kind of learned that on piano.
Maybe they'll flash the answer. Maybe they can flash the answer on the screen.
That would be helpful.
Yeah.
It's a really good track as well. But I learned the chords, which is why I started playing piano. So I just went on Chord Finder on the internet, and it showed you where to put your fingers. And I had a really rubbish Yamaha piano with like dictionary buttons on it and stuff like that. And then I thought I'd just pick up piano. A few months later, I joined Tom, and it's just been lovely ever since. Yeah.
Then mine was Wonderwall.
oh yeah, probably.
And Come As You Are, because it's got that riff that you can play with one finger and 2 strings. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, just stick with generic Slayer.
Raining Blood.
Something like that. It was.
We'll just go with Raining Blood.
Yeah, we'll stick with Raining Blood. Make it sound really hard.
We'll be listening to in the car.
Yeah, well on tour we've been listening a lot. It's kind of it's dictated by whoever's driving the car. So if Chris is driving, it's mainly Early Blue and 30 Seconds to Mars, honestly. And
That's not honestly. That's not.
Have we listened to 30 Seconds to Mars?
We listened to one song by 30 Seconds to Mars.
2
songs by 30 Seconds to Mars. But everyone has a guilty pleasure, and mine is
Jared.
So I'm a huge fan.
We also, Chris also likes Phantoms of Wayne, especially Stacey's mum.
We all like that. We all like that. We all like Yes. So whatever he says, we're all there. You know.
Chris also likes Take That and Girl All the Bad Guys Want.
Bowling for Soup.
Bowling for Soup.
I've yet to say I like a good band in this interview. Shania Twain, Craig David.
Yeah.
What new stuff though? What new stuff? Smith Westerns?
Yeah, the new Smith
that
Westerns is a
record.
brilliant record.
New Josh D. Pearson.
Josh,
Oh, yeah.
Josh D. Pearson.
That was new. Tom listens to a lot of stuff that I wouldn't necessarily listen to if I wasn't him introducing it. Stuff like Tom Petty, because it's way before my time. It's quite hard to sort of, for a youngin.
I'm not that old.
Well, for a youngin to like, get introduced to that stuff. So it's actually quite good listening to Tom Petty albums, and he plays Neil Young. He basically plays my dad's album collection, which is great.
Oh.
But it's really good. It's great stuff. So and it's good to see where he gets his ideas from. So that's what we've been listening to a lot in the car. Ryan Adams as well. So I said it right.
Yeah, not Brian.
I don't know. I used to write compulsively, and now I quite like having long gaps, and then so it's not. I don't think I'm forced to or anything. Although I saw the BBC recently did a big masterclass at Maida Vale, and a lot of music makers and songwriters did seminars, and Tom Robinson did one. And he was talking about the left and right side of your head, and the formal side and the creative side of your head. And he said if you neglect the other one, if you neglect one side, the other side will punish you. So he said if you don't nurture your creative side and write songs, make paintings, whatever you do, you will lock your keys in your car. You will put the wrong shoes on. You know, that kind of thing. You will start mucking up in life. So now I'm a bit paranoid.
You did lock your keys in your car.
Oh yeah. So
At one time.
Big moment.
So I'm not really sure. I think it's just being inspired and wanting to make something. I write a song on an acoustic, and then the band beef it up and arrange all their own bits and compose all their own parts. Yeah, we haven't got a label or anything, so we're very poor. So we had to do it over. We only did it over about 9 days in the studio, but that 9 days was stretched over about 18 months. So there was a lot of mixing and post-production stuff. So it took about 1.5 years to make. But the writing period is about 4 years. The earliest song on the record is like Train Station or Denmark, which was on the Penguin EP, which is 2007. So yeah, quite a long time. Adolescence, and a lot of the songs seem to deal with being accused of something that you haven't done. I don't know where it comes from, but I only recently realised that it's like injustice, adolescent injustice.
Good theme.
I like your themes.
My mum likes it.
His mum likes it. I think it's been pretty good.
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Yeah, that's why I haven't had any terrible reviews yet. So
There's been some brilliant reviews as well, which you read and it kind of makes it all worthwhile.
There's a particularly lovely one on This Is Fake DIY
Yeah.
by a fan who's actually been buying EPs since late, like some of my even solo ones in like early 2007. And I didn't realise he was now writing for that blog or whatever, and he just nailed that blog. He seemed to really get it, which was really nice. He identified the two parts of us, which is the songs and then what the boat does, which makes it into a whole different thing. Which I think is exactly how it should be. It's a song from early 2009. It was written for a concept EP which we did called Doing My Best, and it was following this tale of this young guy who was wrongly accused of being a suicide bomber, and he never actually did anything. But by the end of it, he's slightly sort of thinking about it. He said, might do. Concentrate is like the second track out of the 6. Yeah, so it's weird. I mean, in the album it's kind of a disjointed narrative, but it's it's weird actually. We released it in March, and we didn't mention in the press release that it was about a suicide bomber, and no one mentioned it. One blog thought it was about going on a picnic with your friends, because there was a mention of a backpack. It's like skipping through the fields with your friends with your backpack on your back, and then suddenly you go suicide bomber, and he goes, oh, backpack on your back. I see. But that's sometimes you need to spell it out a bit. You know, it's not as obvious that it's about that in the scheme of the album, but that's kind of where it emanated from. It's good. It's we've had a nice little 5 or 6 day stretch, and then we've got the rest is kind of disjointed, sort of 2 or 3 dates at a time. But it's nice. It's weird to do London in the middle because it feels like it should be, because it's kind of hometown, because we're not doing a Tunbridge Wells Day. It's almost the climax of the tour, but it's in the middle. Although saying that, actually, the other dates, like we play Reading a lot, sort of once or twice a year, and that's always fantastic. Manchester should be great just because Piccadilly Records up there, which is like this mecca of a record shop, has just been pushing us ridiculously hard, and it's done amazing. It's made amazingly well at shifting records, so that should be really great as well.
I also think it's a great way for us to kind of go around the country and see if these accumulative radio plays somehow have an influence upon people turning up at gigs and attendances, which to a point I think they have, because you turn up at a venue, whether it's been Glasgow or Sunderland or wherever, and you find you've got people in the crowd who I've certainly never met before. They seem to have bought the album, they've bought EPs and seem to really have a good handle on what's happening with the boat and where we're going from there on in.
Because it's nice, like, because we haven't got leather and things, I feel all the emails. You get all the emails saying, my CD hasn't arrived, do you have a t-shirt in blue? You know, those kind of silly questions. And then you meet all these people, and it's really nice to put a face to the name. We've played so many. I mean, I guess our favourite, the Brood and Ale Club in Leeds, social club, was fantastic. There's an amazing art centre that's just opened in Hull called Fruit, which is also amazing. But then we went on tour last year with Stornoway. We played University Unions. And we had York was really amazing.
The place we're playing in Reading, the Rising Arts Centre, is every time we go, they really push it, and we always get a full crowd that are really attentive. And just it's called the Rising
Sun Arts Centre.
It's run by like volunteers.
Yeah, it's just all really sort of lovely, independent and brilliant.
It's all on the floor. There's like one manky speaker from the PA, and everything is just really loud. It's just ace.
It's kind of surreal because it gets to the point where it's so friendly and you get such a good crowd turning up where it almost feels like a home gig, despite the fact that you have got a 2-hour car journey there and back. But again, hopefully at some point we could extend that kind of.
I think maybe we could live in Reading, Josh.
I could eat some Mr. Cod every night.
Food poisoning.
Festivals, hopefully, and then recording the next album. We want to try and get it done by the end of the year. Yeah, we've been saying it quite a lot, but if we're going to be independent and broke, then we might as well not be tied down by this faux major label release schedule where you release everything every 3 years. So we just got to stay excited and you know, buy it. We don't want to get bored. And we're not gonna tour an album for 2 years if no one's asking us to. So we're just gonna make another record.
We've already started recording we've recorded 4 songs that might go on the next album as well. So we're sort of already getting involved with that process, like straight away.
I mean, I've written about 50 since the last album, and about 16 are any good. I think we should try and record about 20, 25, and try to get a 10, 11 track album out of there, and maybe an EP as well. Yeah.
I think the trick is to keep the public as informed and as aware of your progress as possible. And again, echoing what Tom said, I think the last thing we really want to do is sit back for a couple of years with the same 10, 12 songs and just kind of stagnate. I think the trick is to continually push forward as much as you can. If you can hear what I'm saying whatsoever about it.
That's great.
We've been on the motorway from Northampton like last night, but I managed to. We released our album on vinyl, and I managed to find an extra 3 or 4 copies. So we'll be selling them tonight. But I mean, we spent the last year trying to save our local record shop in Tunbridge Wells, and it means it means a phenomenal amount to us. Yeah. Our local record shop. So. I mean, it's great that there can be such a massive boost in revenue, even if it's just for one day during the year. wanted the Radiohead 12-inch. I wanted the Nirvana reissue of Double Moaning.
Is that only out for today?
Yeah, but the tracks are leaked, you can get the tracks.
That's not the same music.
No, and I think there was a Grinder Man single, yeah, loads of stuff. When you're on tour you get out of the loop. I don't even know what's going on in the world. Are we at war?
Yeah, apparently.
Quite badly.
I know it, quite badly. Badly, that was good war.
I think we're losing.
Out of the rain, bursting through the front door, soaking and bleeding again. I hit the floor spinning, backpack on my back, he's weighing me down, weighing me down, weighing me down. I think it's that I don't know kids and they don't know me, but I know one thing, that I'm safer in my room. I've got the internet, I meet friends on MSN. Friends is friends, friends is friends. You tell me you don't put stuff in your backpack that'll scare the shit out of kids that chase you in the street. That'd help me out. That'd help me out. That'd help me out. And that'd help me out. But after a while I get tired and try to get me to study, but I've got things to do. I've got homework too, 'cause they don't know my dad, but he's this town through and through. Old school 50-something, balding, racist, and so his mates are too. But me, I'm a modern man. Me, I'm a modern man. I'm a modern man, oh. I'm a modern man, oh. I think I'm intelligent, I think I'm open-minded, and I think I've got a worldview, and there are not many people like me around here, I can tell you, and I think I'm the future. I think I'm dead if I lose track, 'cause they don't know my dad, but it's this town through and